I see anyway, guys. So that's the thing now with YouTube channel. I'm making a playlist of separate playlists, and that's much better. And it's all organizational. And I just make sure that my playlist, and it can be EP1 and EP2 and EP3. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that I can just name the nice and beautiful categories of what kind of album it is, and just put on my nice and beautiful YouTube channel as this playlist, and this playlist, and this playlist. So I can make a fucking thousands of playlists about this, man. And that's it. I mean, make people go for it, and that's it. That's how I do it. Now, since I'm always planning everything about life predeterminedly, like this, I'm making sure you guys understand straight away that no matter what, I can see this one over here. I'm gonna try a bit of nice and beautiful rice over here. I'm always using my nice and beautiful content over here, which is my plastic stuff over here. And I have plastic cutlery. I always eat from plastic cutlery. And why is that? Because plastic cutlery never hurts anybody. I can see that's ready. Alright, anyway, I'm just trying a bit of the rice over here. See this rice over here, for example. Make sure I just try this rice over here. And as I try the rice, I make sure that no matter what, I blow on the rice, for example. I blow on the rice. I don't want to burn my tongue, man. And the rice is really quick to make. As I make the rice, I make sure I understand that straight away. I'll go and wash my cutlery. I'm going to wash my cutlery right away, because I understand straight away that I'm doing better, and that's why. But the thing is now, I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's more how I feel, that I'm always understanding those people from X-Files is somebody I want to promote as well, as greatness. And I'm understanding that X-Files in terms of James and Sully or something, I'm understanding that I'm looking for a better way. I'm not saying I'm never a killer, because I understand straight away I'm following Jesus Christ, and that's why. But the thing is, every single day, focus on understanding that what's important is understanding yourself the most. And if you understand yourself and how you make music and what you're doing in life, then guess what? I feel that other people never even want to come to my festivals. They never want to come to my nightclubs, and they never want to come to where I am. And why is that? Because they're jealous, man. They're jealous. He never wants to come to my festivals or anything I have. That's macro. Macro. I understand him. And why? Why? I feel that he never wants to come. It's more he's jealous. He's jealous of me. I can see it. No matter how good I am. Now, to my life coaching event, he never wants to come to my life coaching event. I can see it. He never wants to come to my life coaching events. I'm the best life coach on the planet, and he never wants to come to my life coaching event, because he's jealous, man. I promise you. I want to teach him everything. I want to teach him everything about life and business, but he never wants to teach. He never wants me to teach him. He never wants to have my ideas. You understand? Because he's jealous, man. I promise you, although, make sure you understand that you have to go and grab everybody's ideas quickly. Have everybody's ideas, and understand if you are blocking your ideas, I realize if you're blocking ideas somewhere in your life, then make sure you understand that recently I seen this guy, and I said I never want to enter his actual program. Because why? Because I have the word I, and that's why. I said I never need his ideas. I never need these ideas. I have my word I. That's different. But make sure you understand that if you have no word I, and you have to understand that you just go grab ideas anyway. Be curious, always, about everything. Regardless of how smart you are or how popular you are. Go grab everybody's ideas, because everybody can be your teacher. And always say, hey, I'm a student of everybody. I'm a student of this guy, regardless of how famous he is. I'm a student of him. I'm a student of her, regardless of how homeless they are. I'm a student of them as well. I want to learn about their story at least. I want to learn about their story. I want to follow their story. Understand? I want to follow their story. I want to follow their hearts. I want to follow who they are. And understand? So that's the whole point, yeah? So making sure you understand that as I grow myself quickly, I'm not saying I'm just doing a greater job for myself, and as I grow my job and who I am, I'm learning very quickly upon how I go and dwell upon a better way. But I'm not saying this guy over here, which is Nick Polar, I feel that he wants to come and see my festivals, man. I feel that he wants to come. But Michael Chenich, I realize this guy over here, I feel that he wants to actually come and see my actual festivals, man. I feel that he wants to come and see my festivals. So I just move on. And it's just that kind of feeling, yeah? But understand that what's important is understanding that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon naming the people I talk about, so I can go and see for myself what they are. I'm learning very quickly upon understanding that if you never want to come to see me live somewhere because you may hate me or something, then, get a life, mate. I mean, insane, but the whole thing is, the whole freaking picture of life is a nice and beautiful one, because I'm learning how to grow myself in my words. And because I understand my habits over here, I'm talking over them, talking over my habits and looking for a better type of individual, always. And that's me in terms of life, in terms of my word I. And focusing on helping myself to succeed is the whole point for me. Because anybody who wants to succeed today has a better life, I promise. So what I'm doing always is letting all it be. I have plenty of time for everything. And I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon how to relax. And I just went listening to my music track for 4 hours and 30 minutes. I understand? And guess what? I promise you, it's more how I understand straight away how I gain time for that. I gain more than enough time always. Because I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying who I am. I'm enjoying the person I am. I'm enjoying how I actually do life for myself in different ways. And that's why I'm successful, because I have the courage. I have the courage to persuade people and to do my life much better. That's why I'm understanding straight away how my life goes, because my life goes better and better and better. But I'm understanding that other people just never have the words to give you, I promise you. They understand that they never understand what they're doing. And that's what Jesus Christ said. That they never understand what they're doing. I mean, understand? They believe that they're good. Yes. Everybody's good. The thing is, it's more how they believe that they have nothing of value to come and see me. They feel worthless, man. So what I do is I move on. I make people feel good about themselves. When I send you a 5-hour music track and you don't want to come see me live playing it, it speaks loud about how much you hate me, man. If I send you, I'm better than if I send you 20 minutes, if I send you 5 hours of music tracks that I just made, and I said, hey, I'm sending this to you, man. And I'm playing it live somewhere and you're local and you never come see me, and then you look like an idiot. I send you 5 hours of my music tracks. I care for you. Obviously, you never care for me. Understand? So the whole thing is, I care. I never need you to care. I never need you to care for me. But I care for myself. I care to grow. I care to make sure I'm learning very quickly upon helping myself to just deliver content online. I'm uploading content now online to make sure it goes on Facebook in terms of my actual, let's say, nice and beautiful YouTube. And what I do from that point is I learn and grow quickly. As I learn and grow quickly, I'm looking for different areas of life to help myself with. But that's the whole point. And what I want to do now is I want to get my phone over here. I want to make sure that no matter what, I have more enough success over here to do much greater for myself. And as I do greater, I have a 2-meter cable over here. And I understand that everything's around here in terms of life. And I understand that no matter what, it's more how I see my biological dad's room over here. It's very compact, and it's very compact where I can see it, and I can see there's so much less space around here to even. I can see there's so much less space to even walk around here because he has a lot of cupboards around town, and there's a lot of fans around town, and he's a lot of materials around here. He puts a fridge here that nobody uses. Understand? Guess what? I'm pretty sure the fridge, I can use it. But I'm never a nobody. But, guess what? He has a fridge that he never uses around here. For fuck's sake, man. I'll move on. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to keep speaking. I don't want to break up my communication. I don't want to break up my communicational skills, but I want to get ahead of the game. I want to make sure that no matter what, I have more enough success or time to go and dwell upon something better for myself. But what's amazing for myself here is learning that other people have no words to give you always. Or should they never have words to give you, and that's it. Go and focus on yourself at least. Go and just enjoy your. Go and just enjoy your life is what I'm saying. If you enjoy your life, then you have nothing to worry about ever. So make sure you understand all the time to go and focus upon something that's actually helping you grow. And that's it. Or should just enjoy your life. Every single day I'm understanding that what I want to do now is I just want to go into my nice beautiful mega drive over here. I want to make sure that I'm planning everything ahead of time. I'm actually understanding that my nice and beautiful birthday is coming up. And my seminar's coming up very soon. And then I want to make sure that anyway, I want to see straight away how Officeworks is. I want to call the Officeworks people right now And I said they never did message me today. Because guess what, bro, they never care about me. I just call them now.
Calling Officeworks Hoxton Park.
I mean, come on. I mean, you guys have to pick up, mate. I mean, you guys are working on a 5 job. I can say they just waste my time. I mean, they're always wasting my time. I promise you, office works people. I promise you, they're always wasting my time. I mean, and why is that? I mean, I'm never wasting my time though. I'm never wasting my time. But do you see they're never picking up? They're never picking up. They're never fucking messaging me at all. And when I fucking come to a line over there and I stand on line, they fucking make me wait for fucking 10 minutes extra to fucking speak to each other over there. You understand? And they fucking see me there, but they fucking walk somewhere else. You understand? Move on, man. I can see they're so stupid, for sure. But guess what? Probably nobody's stupid. Probably nobody's making me wait. The thing is more, understand. I mean, have compassion because they're unaware about communicational skills. I probably this day, I'm having fun anyway. But they're never contacting me, man. You see? I mean, they never want to contact me at all. You understand? So what I do is I move on. I have to log in again. I have to see what's going on around here with my order. So what I'm doing is I understand it's never their fault. It's never their fault. It's my fault for fucking going to them. It's my fault for fucking going for unreliable people in life. You understand? I mean, that's it. I'm never unreliable. I'm making sure I understand that. So what I do is I move on. I make sure I can go and do something greater, man. And the thing is, guess what, bro? It's more how I am doing everything. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing everything I can to just do a greater job for myself. And they fucking never care. But guess what? I have to go and see my order history over here. I have to track my order. I'll see what's going on with my order around here. And I have an order number. But guess what, bro? It's more how I understand that what I want to do is let it be. I'll move on. Whereas it's never their fault. Bro, it's never their fault, mate. Bro, nothing's their fault in life. Bro, they never ever say it's their fault. Bro, they have no responsibility, mate. You understand? Bro, they have no responsibility, I promise you. Bro, what I do is I'll go and see order history. I see orders over here. I'm making sure that I'm just clicking my order history over here to see I gave money to have business cards today. I'm not saying anyway. What I want to do is promote myself. And as I promote myself, I understand I gave $60 today. And they're never even fucking messaging me at all. And what I want to do is I want to let it be. And they're never fucking picking up their phone number at all. And move on. Whereas, and that's all confirming itself. I mean, now on Monday, I'm pretty sure today's a Wednesday. I have to be working, man. I have to fucking be working, man. I'm not saying that no matter what. I always fucking have these people around me. And what I realize now, guess what? I'm doing better than them. I understand that what I need to do is I understand straight away. I need more. I have better than them anyway. I have better than those people, man. They're closing soon. They're never picking up the phone. They're so dull. They're so dull people. They're very dull people, man. And why is that? I understand. I know my eye, man. I know my word eye. See, they never fucking care about anything, man. I promise you. And I move on. But they work for money. But they work for money. And I love it. I never hate them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love everybody. But the thing is, just make sure they understand. You just never waste your time. I mean, just never waste your time on people who never have what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole day, they're never messaging me. I mean, how can I even rely on this website, man? I mean, guess what, bro? It's more like that, yeah. I have to get more fucking results over here. I have to see more results with them and how they actually treat me online like this. I mean, every single time.
Thank you for calling Officeworks Hoxton Park. We are open today from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. For
So that's very unprofessional, I promise you. Bro, that's very unprofessional. I mean, you guys are working today. I call you 3 times today and you can't. I mean, you guys can never fucking pick up the phone. I did call you guys 3 times. I mean, you have to pick up. I mean, you have to pick up. I mean, have no answering machine. I mean, have no answering machine either. Understand? So I'll move on, man. Actually, a complete waste of my time. I promise you, I'll move on. Actually, just wasting my time. I'll move on. Which they never messaged me, huh? I'll move on. I'll find out the information very soon. But Jesus Christ says that there are people over there who have to print it. Or they have to print it. Or she has to do better. But guess what? Probably it's much more how I'm understanding anyway. That what I want to do is just go and see the nice and beautiful news channels over there. I want to go see the news channels. I want to eat. I want to make sure anyway that I'll move on. I'll never be. Actually, that's what they're deciding for me today. You understand? I give them money and they never give me service. Huh. I'll move on. Actually, guess what? I'm getting the service. I'm getting a refund then. I'm getting a refund if they never give me a service. I'll move on. Actually, I mean, are you able to get a refund? I mean, you can always ask for a refund, man. I mean, you can always ask for a refund, I promise you. It's much more how I feel, and how I feel is that other people are screwing me over. And they're trying to screw me over. Or always, I mean, guess what, they're trying to always screw me over. You understand? And why? I mean, guess what, make sure that you never allow yourself to be screwing yourself over. I'm never screwing myself over, but they're trying to screw me over. I mean, do you see that? I mean, 3 times I called them today. I called them 3 fucking times. And how fucking unprofessional is that? Is that unprofessional when you call somebody and then they never answer you? I mean, you call them, I mean, is that fucking wasting your time? I mean, fuck yeah. I mean, they say it's never their fault. I mean, never your fault, yeah? I mean, never your fault, huh? I mean, that's why you fucking work a 9-to-5 job over there. Because it's never your fucking fault. I mean, it's never your fucking fault. Whereas it's someone else's fault, yeah? I mean, for fuck's sake. It's someone else's fault always, for them. See this one here, whereas this fucking stuff is working again, whereas it's working again. And guess what, whereas it's more how I feel. That the internet here, also I see slow internet, man. I see slow internet, and guess what? Whereas it's internet, but the fucking internet was just on 63% upload before. And guess what, whereas now it's on fucking 13%. Because the fucking internet cut out on me. I mean, the fucking internet cut out on me, bro. I mean, what can you do about that? I mean, it fucking happens over and over again for me, man. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, do you understand? I mean, technology these days, man. I mean, fucking, as soon as the fucking internet cuts out, bro, you fucking start your 5-hour process of uploading again. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, yeah. I'm doing better than that. I mean, how fucking stupid is that? I mean, I just fucking understand that no matter what, I just want to stick to my words then. I feel they're just stupid people, man. Well, actually, anyway, I'm having a fun time here speaking my words all day long. I'm learning something different. I mean, did I waste my time today? Or shoot, with that, in terms of the business cards altogether, or shoot, no. But guess what? Or shoot, I felt over here that they never did message me over here. I did my best. I did my best over here, man. But Jesus Christ says for me to keep going with them. And Jesus Christ says with the nice and beautiful, let's say, uploading and giving them money like this online, what Jesus Christ says is much better. I move on. I'll do something different. I want to actually understand straight away to go and use the laptop. I'm going to open myself a new, let's say, tab always. I open a new tab, I go on YouTube. I can always open a new tab and go with your words and see with your words what you can do in terms of what you want to create about life. And what I do is I just focus upon helping myself to see over here to make this nice and beautiful dashboard. I add to the nice and beautiful bookmark. I add actually that. I actually want to see this now. I never need that. But guess what? It's much more how I feel. I never need that. But it's much more how I understand the job provider here. So what I'm doing over here, I see Gaza is striking with 2 people over here. I'm understanding that no matter what. I'm doing better than that. And what I want to do is I want to be careful, because the whole thing that I'm actually understanding straight away about life is delivering content and stories about my life in different ways. I'm looking to eat something. I'm looking to understand how to go and grow myself, and I want to go and do something to help myself. So now I want to just go and relax for a bit. I want to make sure that I have enough time and everything. I understand that no matter what, that in the Mega Drive over here, that you have to be in the actual Mega Drive application for some reason now to be able to upload your content into Mega Drive. So just stay in the actual Mega Drive when you're downloading content and uploading content, please, because that way it's much faster for you to go and do your job. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So make sure you understand it's still worth it, but I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm never sure what they're doing about life. Understand? Because they're going all over the place, man. And guess what? I'm just going and I'm sure about I only. That's how I feel life. I feel life is different, but let it be. I'm just doing better. See, for example, myself over here, I'm fucking just talking like this and everything, but I see fucking over there in Gaza, fucking people dying over there, when fucking wars over there fucking going, and fucking here, I'm talking about all this stuff. But I have to talk about it, or else now, am I fucking complaining? I'm never complaining. I'm fucking saying the truth about everything. I'm saying the truth, but guess what, bro? That's how it is. I feel I'm saying the truth about what I'm speaking, and the words are the truth, but I have to speak it better. But I'm understanding other people are fucking in other storages where they're fucking doing much worse than me. And I'm never complaining. I can see that. I'll move on, man. I always have to understand how it is. I understand it can always be worse. But I'm always doing better. I just want to say this Israel president, I want to show you exactly who he is in 2021 over here. Where she's priding himself on killing people over there. And he shows himself on the camera and he says, "Hey, we're fucking killing people over there." And he's fucking proud of it. I promise you. I mean, the guy fucking loves to kill people, man. I promise you that president of Israel, by the way. What is his name? I want to see the president of Israel's name. I love him. I never hate him, but he's a stupid idiot. Or else his name is Reuven Rivlin. Or is it really? Or it's never his name. Or that's never his name. Or this idiot. Or this idiot is Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah. You like to kill people, huh? You like to kill 34 and 64 children in Gaza, huh? What a murderer. That guy's a murderer. He already did kill 217 people over there, and everything's equal. I love him. He goes fucking kill children over there. Fucking idiots. I love him. I'm never killing children. I'm never killing anything. I'm learning something about life, but you have to understand. He goes on the fucking television show and he says, "Hey, I mean, we're killing children over here. And he says, I'm never killing children, but guess what? I never want to show his words. But yes, show his words. I want to show you what he's saying. But is that me or him? It's more I. But guess what? It's more, I want to show you something now. I'm never killing children. I'm never killing anything. But the thing is, he's saying how he's killing children over there. And he's fucking proud of it. You understand? I mean, now, is it truth? Now, is that the truth? The truth is, he's fucking saying something along that line. He's saying something along the lines of that he's fucking proud of killing people over there, and that nobody can fucking stop Israel over there. And he's saying that nobody can fucking stop Israel, and that nobody can do anything. This fucking Benjamin Netanyahu. You understand? I love him. I'm never killing anybody. I follow Jesus Christ. But the thing is, now you understand straight away who that guy is. But I understand he's a murderer, man. I'm probably putting him in prison very soon. Or he's going to prison very soon. You understand? And that's the way it is. For sure. The law in this country and every country is never kill people. Otherwise you go to jail. I mean, why the fuck is he killing people? I mean, why the fuck is he an exemption for? I mean, why the fuck does he have an exemption for? I mean, what? Because he's a president? I mean, he has a right to kill 217 people. I mean, they're never throwing him in prison. I mean, they're never trying to throw him in prison. I mean, they're never trying to throw him in prison. And why? You understand? And that's the government today. I mean, they allow presidents of countries to kill people, but they never allow civilians to kill people. You understand? I mean, how stupid is that? But never kill people at all. I mean, never kill people. But they're allowing him to kill people, but never allowing other people to kill him. And never allowing other people to kill. And placing other people in jail who kill, but him, who kills people, never fucking placing him in jail. I mean, why? I mean, that's the worst thing. And guess what's happening there? That's something going downhill. That's countries who are going to fight together now. That means fighting together now. The countries are all backing this war up over there. And they're fucking backing it up. Because why? Because the fucking country of Israel is still bombing Gaza. And it's fucking keeping it going. And this fucking idiot wants to destroy the whole fucking actual city of Gaza. And he's fucking bombing all the fucking city of the Gaza, man. I mean, he's fucking leaving devastation over there, bro. And sisters. You understand? And guess what? I mean, anyway, these countries that are fucking watching are never doing anything about it. You understand? And if Jesus Christ is over here in physical format, then guess what? Jesus Christ wants to say that he's always here. But the thing is, Jesus Christ shows himself over here and sends people with himself to fucking stop it. I promise you. Jesus Christ wants to stop the whole fight right away. You understand? And the best thing that Jesus Christ can do is go talk to him specifically to never do it again. You understand? I understand Jesus Christ that if he never wants to do it, I mean, what happens then? I mean, Jesus Christ says, then, guess what happens? I mean, Jesus Christ has to accept him. You understand? But then he has to go and help the other country to evacuate the city. And that's it. I mean, that's the best thing you can do now. Well, now, I want to ask Jesus Christ this. If they never want to evacuate the city, Jesus Christ says, then Jesus Christ never fucking gives a fuck, man. Jesus Christ has done his best job. Understand? Then Jesus Christ says that my mission then is to go to the people and just evacuate them. That's what Jesus Christ did. I asked Jesus Christ this, but what if they never want to evacuate? Jesus Christ says that he just goes away from them. He just goes somewhere else. Because that way, I mean, you can never help them. I mean, you can never help them, can you? You understand? But that's just wisdom I'm just giving you, yeah? But, is Jesus Christ trying to kill them? No. Is Jesus Christ trying to do anything to, let's say, destroy the city? No. He wants to talk to them to stop the fight. You understand? And he wants to evacuate the city. But if they never want that, then Jesus Christ says goodbye. Well, good luck. You understand? I mean, then that's the best you can do right now. You understand? But that's the kind of thing that's happening, yeah? I mean, if you never want to really talk it up and talk it up in a positive way, then Jesus Christ never wants to be around you, is what Jesus Christ says. Or should Jesus Christ never wants to be around you if you're never positive? I mean, that's it, yeah? Bro, it's so simple. I mean, why is that? Because why do you want to be around killer people? I mean, why do you want to be around people who kill people? I mean, be around yourself. I mean, when you're around yourself, then you can understand how Jesus Christ loves you. I want you guys to understand with the events I make, I'm always making events around town. I'm always making events somewhere around town. And I can make busking performances whenever I want. But I'm always making events somewhere around town. And no matter what kind of day it is, I mean, it can be the coronavirus, I mean, it can be whatever events. I'm making free events around town. I'm making some kind of events around town because that way I'm doing greater. And I'm always traveling as much as I can. But I'm understanding that what's happening around the world now is I'm focusing on saying that people around me right now who have actually seen my music track over here, in terms of some people listening to my music track right now, I'm making sure I understand that no matter what, that they're loving me and they're giving me this positive vibe and I can feel it. And all I do is I make sure that it's such a beautiful track like Dinotopia that I understand straight away how much it lifts me. So what I do now is I just focus on a greater life so I'll do better. I see, guys, what you can do is you can revise somebody's, let's say, stories and what they're saying around life. And Jerry Salente is saying something about passport vaccine, something in terms of life, and they're making sure that no matter what, you must understand that they're having a nice, beautiful cultural event over there at the nice, beautiful America over there. But the thing is, every single day, that if you want to do anything about life, then just go and advertise yourself on actual YouTube and actually go and really show people what kind of event and where is your event happening at in terms of your nice and beautiful YouTube event, and show them with a business card, or just tell them in words is much better. And that way you understand straight away how to actually grow. But what you do is focus on giving people ideas upon what you see. And if you see something that's a new idea, then give it and apply it to somebody else. And just keep applying information and do greater. And that's how it is. I'll say also, when you're reading something, just go and revise everything that the video said and just give it to people in terms of revise every single video. So if you watch a 1 hour video, then just go and revise it in 2 minutes in terms of what was being talked, or what was they talking about, and revise it in 1 minute. Revise all that's said in 1 minute every single day, and revise your whole 24 hours in 1 minute. And every single day, just revise and revise and revise what people are saying, and then give it to other people. And just be a messenger of God like that. And just go and really dwell upon helping yourself to succeed like that. And that way you're doing better because you're spreading good vibes and you're making sure that you're summarizing everything with words. And then you're doing better because you have more words to say. I see, so guys, I'm just watching this Palestine and Israel stuff. And you must understand that people over there are waving flags everywhere. And there's a lot of bombardment over there. And there's a lot of buildings that have gone astray. And there's just people in terror over there. So I'm not saying that. I mean, that's it, man. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, they're bombing fucking tunnels over there, and they're targeting tunnels, and they're just doing some other type of stuff. But you guys can all catch the information on the online stuff. So I'm not saying that I can just see what's happening. But the thing is, I'm focusing more on Jesus Christ these days. And I'm not saying that what you want to do also is just pick up ideas and just give it slowly, and just make sure you're doing greater. I see also what I'm doing, guys, is I'm placing rice into a soup. And why am I doing that? So I can eat the rice. I'm just placing rice into a soup where vegeta is, and I place a vegeta in my soup, and I place rice in the soup. And then that way it's like a soup. You understand? And that way I'm doing a greater job. I see guys, so I'm just going with my biological family somewhere. And now my biological family may sit down on the couch and talk all night long. But guess what? Instead of running away from them, instead of, let's say, doing my audio content with them, I'm making sure that I can do some audio content here and there. But the thing is, I understand what's important right now. I'd rather do physical writing around them, and then I try to get away from them as soon as possible so I can go do some audio work with you. And now, what I'm understanding with my biological family is, as I'm walking the Camino with my biological mother, there's a big difference here. Here, I'm understanding I can do some audio products. I can do some audio products here while she's listening. Now, if I do that, it's the best thing because I can see it. But let's say if my auntie and my biological mother, in terms of my biological auntie and mother, are singing side by side with my grandmother and all that, then guess what I do? I forget the actual, let's say, audio programs, and I just go and do physical writing, and I just sit around them and just talk and do physical writing. And why is that? Because I feel that they want me to, let's say, bond with them in a way that they want me to talk with them in this situation, and they want me to talk with them when we sit down somewhere. So if my biological mum sits down with me somewhere, now I can go and get my nice beautiful audio program and talk with her. But if my auntie, just my biological auntie, joins the party, well, now it's more I have to go and do physical work in terms of physical writing work. But it's all spiritual work anyway. And what I do anyway, that what I'm doing from this point is if somebody joins me and my biological mum together, then I'm doing my nice and beautiful physical writing. But my biological mum has a boyfriend. And now if he's sitting with us somewhere, then I'm making sure that anyway, that what I can do is I get out my nice and beautiful audio program and start doing audio programs in front of him. And guess what I do? I just do my life. And the thing is right here that it's a nice and beautiful gesture for my biological mum here because she understands what I'm doing and she lets me to do it. But the thing is that she understands I have to do it. But other people in my biological family never understand what that is. And they never understand that I have responsibilities and I have to do something more important than them. So what I do is, because I want to respect them so much, that I go and never do my audio programs in front of them, because I understand that if I do audio programs with just my grandmother around, then guess what happens? Well, actually now I understand that she may allow me. And it's much more how she allows me to do it. Whereas if I'm just around my biological auntie, then she allows me to do it. But if third parties come to the nice and beautiful front gate of my life, I'm much better than that. I'm not saying, although the thing is that if somebody else joins me and my biological mother or grandmother or auntie, then I'm making sure that now it's a family thing. Now we have to sit down and we have to talk. We have to talk and talk and talk. And guess what I do over here? I make sure I be the most silent over here. I'm the most silent. And why am I the most silent? Because the most silent people win. And if you're talking to them more and more and more, then guess what? Then you're connecting with them more and more. But if I'm connecting with them, does that mean I'm connecting with you? Or should no. So I'd rather connect with you than connect with them. Why is that? Because I'm building my legacy with you. But I'm never building my legacy with them. You understand? And the thing is, I'm building my legacy with them in another way. But I'm building my generational legacy with you. And you guys are going to be listening to me for 1 million years and more. But they pass away in this lifetime. Understand? So any kind of energy I devote to them, I make sure that it's just minimal type of information. Because I understand that it's just a byproduct of being able to get around and be able to just enjoy. But the thing is that I have to get away from them as much as possible. And I have to go somewhere else as much as possible. And now when I do that altogether, they appreciate me more when I run away from them. So if they come together to talk, I have to run away as much as possible. Or I have to stay silent. And now it's much better for me to do so. But if I speak up to talk to them more and more and more, then guess what happens? Well, sure, I win. I win again. But the thing is, I want to be able to go and be more silent with them and run away from them as much as possible, because I want to build my career. I want to build my career and legacy. Or I want to sit around. I want to just sit around and talk and talk and talk with you in my journal instead about what they're talking about. And I want to write about how they treat each other, and I want to learn from that as well. So that's something I can do without having to run away, which is just physical journaling. I can do physical journaling. I can do physical journaling around them. That's the whole point, yeah. But no matter what I'm doing, I'm always focusing on doing a greater life, and that's the whole point. Just be careful when you're actually pressing pause on your actual voice memo, so you never press the stop button. So you press pause button, but press the stop button when you're finishing the audio and when you're done with the audio, and then just upload it online once it's a 1 hour program. So you understand to stick to the one, and then you put I first, and then you understand straight away why you're saving your products online so you never lose it. So guys, the thing about my music is you have to sit down to really understand it. And you have to sit down alone and read it. If you're reading my music around other people, then it's much more like a festival or a nightclub. But if you're reading my music around other people and you're playing it on loud in front of other people, then you can. But also, if you're just listening to music while also having headphones and earphones with yourself, or laptop with yourself, and you're alone with headphones and earphones, then it's the best idea as well. But if you just want to be around people to never listen to it in the first place, then understand straight away the differences of how people listen to my music and what's going on around the world in terms of that. But they usually just pump up the music very loud in front of people, and that's it. And people listen all together. And I understand straight away now, I'm much more aware to just open everything. But I'm understanding that no matter what, I see other people who never want to talk to me much. And they never want to talk to me at all. And that's the thing. I mean, anybody who never wants to talk to you at all is dangerous. You understand? But are they really? I promise you, when I never want to talk to you at all, I want to make sure they understand it's because I have to do my word I. And now, because I have to do my word I, it's never against you. But making sure that I want to talk to you eventually, but I have to go somewhere else and do some other kind of stuff. But if I never talk to you, then guess what? Then I understand that I have to talk to you eventually. I understand that. I understand I have to talk to you eventually. But if I never talk to you now, then it's because I'm going somewhere else with my word I to do something else. And that's why. But it's never because I'm dangerous. But I'm never dangerous. When the thing is that you always have to talk to people now. But the thing is, I have to talk with you now, always. And now that's always the case. And now, if I go run away somewhere to never talk to you, then that's because that's also dangerous. But is it dangerous? I realize now, I ask Jesus Christ, I realize, is it dangerous to go away from God in a way that you're doing the word I? Jesus Christ says no. And Jesus Christ says that you can go and run away from God all you like, and you never have to talk to God again as long as you're doing the word I. Jesus Christ says, honestly, that's the best way. But it's never because you're dangerous, and you're never dangerous because of that. But you're just going and having a private time with yourself is what I mean. And that way, I realize that way you can understand it's more of a private time. I can get away from you for 10 years. I can get away from you for 20 years to go somewhere else and to never talk to you in that time. But it never means that it's any kind of dangerous activity. And it's never dangerous for me to do that. And I'm never dangerous because I'm doing that. I realize although when I run away from you for 20 years to go somewhere else, I'm never even around you. I'm never even trying to touch you. I'm never even trying to kill you. But if you never want to talk to God at all, without the word I, now if you never want to talk to, even with yourself, then that's the most evil thing. I mean, is it really? The most evil thing on the planet is never talking to yourself. And how is that possible? When the whole point is understanding that if you never talk to yourself, then who are you talking to? I mean, then you have no communicational signal, and that means you're dead. I mean, that means you're gone from this world. So there is no evil in this planet. But if I never talk to you again, I'm always talking to you in another format. I'm pretty sure that if God never talks to you at all, that's the worst thing, isn't it? If God never talks to you at all, then God's dead. Understand? I mean, that's the most evil thing when God never talks to you. Because then God never exists. And that's the most evil thing then. But God exists, so everybody has to talk to each other to exist. Understand? When you have to exist and you have to talk to each other. And everybody has to talk to each other to be alive. But if you never exist in this world, then you never have to talk to anybody. Understand? So also what's happening around there in Gaza is I'm learning how these journalists are trying to learn about the situation and what's going on. And the news channels are talking about what's going on. And now when they're talking about what's going on, then they're teaching themselves what is actually happening and how to be smarter. And I'm actually understanding that now. That when somebody is talking words, then they're talking to get smarter. And that's it. I mean, why am I talking here? I'm talking here to get smarter. But I see over here now, the more you talk about a situation, about any situation, the smarter you get in that situation. So that's why you have to talk more to get smarter. So I see over here, the 48,000 people in Gaza have fled their homes. But guess what? Because I taught you that, then I understand that now. I've already taught myself that because I spoke it. And as soon as you speak something into life, then you're already aware of that, always. So anything that you want to be aware about is everything. So talk about everything as much as you can. And that way you're doing better. So also guys, what I do is I make sure to place my bread inside of the soup. And I go and dip in the bread in the soup and I eat the bread. And that way it has moisture in the bread because of the soup. And then the actual soup water goes into the bread and then I eat the bread. But then what I do is I place some chili flakes. I place some nice and beautiful pepper. I place some nice and beautiful, let's say, vegeta in the soup with warm water. And I dip in the actual bread into the water. And I eat the soaking of the bread. And I eat the water that's in the bread. and I just enjoy it like that. And also, before I actually talk on the video camera in terms of audio camera or video camera, or before I write anything down, I also make sure that I just go and pause the actual YouTube over here, because guess what happens? As soon as you finish a video, it starts ticking down 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1, and then it goes into a new video. And then it starts playing audio sound after 6 seconds or something like that. And what you do, you just pause it. So then when you're playing an audio program, then you're understanding that the audio from the actual computer never fucking just comes after 3 seconds and starts playing in your face. And that way you understand straight away that what you do is you make sure that you're ahead of the time and you pause the audio on the computer so it never interrupts your audio, such as this. I mean, in a sense, so when I'm talking to you here, I'm understanding I did pause my computer over here to never play the next video, because it goes into a countdown from 10 seconds to 1 second and then 0 seconds, and then guess what happens? I have everything much more. But if you say that, then make sure you understand that no matter what, I always have the word I. But guess what? I mean, just be careful. What does 0 seconds mean? I mean, 0 seconds means the word I. But guess what? I want to ask Jesus Christ this. I promise you, if somebody says 0 seconds over here, I mean, what does that mean? I mean, Jesus Christ says, if you say 0 seconds, then it means something about life where you have no more time. Jesus Christ says, yeah. I mean, you have to be careful here, yeah? So Jesus Christ says that if you want to bypass that, then just never talk numbers at all. You understand? And that's the only way. But Jesus Christ says if you want to lift that number in a way, then all you say is, I'm better than that, I'm better than that, I'm better than that. And that way Jesus Christ says that's much more of a nice, beautiful way for you to overcome anything. And that way you understand straight away you're overcoming the situation of the numbers. And that way you're understanding how to actually better those numbers in different ways. But you're looking for a little precise word over here, which is the word I. And you're saying that the word I is something much more than that number. And that I is actually the nice, beautiful way of saying that I know my word I. And all you say is, I know the word I only. And guess what? From that point, you understand straight away that Jesus Christ is trying to teach you here that you're just growing yourself in different ways, and you're just making sure that no matter what, you're just bypassing all the numbers into the word I, because that's the most important number. I mean, that's the most important number. And I'm teaching myself over here to show myself that I can only speak the word I only. And I first is the best number. So I'm understanding that's why I'm coming back to the I. So Jesus Christ says if you come back to the I always, then you have nothing to worry about. And that's the whole point, yeah? So just understand that you can speak any kind of number you want, but come back to the word I. And then your numbers are increasing. And that's what Jesus Christ is saying. I thank you. So I'm understanding every single day that what I want to do also is I want to show you now that before my playback of the audio in the laptop happens, I'll make sure I pause it so that it never comes into the audio of what I'm saying here. So I'm making sure that no matter what I'm doing here is I'm always much more live and well, in a way that I'm better than well. I'm making sure that I can speak to you without audio popping into the picture from my laptop. So I pause the laptop audio so I can speak to you. And that's how I do Greater Life. I just want to teach you guys something. The way you can do is you can go into silence. And once you go into a silent notion, then you can always hear God and what God is saying in silence to you. And maybe you want to talk to somebody like somebody who has gone from this world already. Like maybe someone like your family member or someone who did pass away in your life. And you can talk to them in silence. And all you say is, Jesus Christ, I'm asking you to please have my nice and beautiful grandfather with me right now so I can say something to him. Or let's say you can say, for example, I ask Jesus Christ to bring Kobe Bryant to me right now. I ask Jesus Christ to bring Avicii to me. I ask Jesus Christ to bring these people to me because I want to say something to them personally. And then just say it. And then they're with you. I promise you, they're right away with you. And then I always do that. So for example, I may speak to Avicii, or I may speak to Ziz, or I may speak to IO, or any of these people of my mentors who have gone from this world. And I say, Jesus Christ, please bring me this person. Or please bring me this person. Or please bring me this individual or this spirit to me now. And I say, this is funny. I mean, and I start speaking to them. I start speaking some words to them. And then it's the funniest thing because then I connect with God like this. And it works. Of course it works. And I can hear their actual voices. In a way, I can hear the silence. And it's coming from somewhere deep within the blissful nature of life. And I'm never schizophrenic, but I can hear Jesus Christ talk. I can hear Jesus Christ talk and it's echoing everywhere. And the thing is, every single day, every just single day, in terms of every single day, just focus on talking to God more like this. And understand Gary Vaynerchuk. Understand that if you understand anything about him, I mean, he's very inspirational, but sometimes he says that he hates this person, and he hates this person, and he hates Michael Jordan, and he hates Kobe Bryant. I mean, why do you hate people for? I mean, why do you hate people in the first place? I mean, they're very successful people. They're very successful people to some extent in what they're doing. I mean, understand? And never say that you hate somebody in front of people, because then you look like an idiot. Understand? I mean, if you say that you hate me, and I love you, I mean, then you fucking look like an idiot. Because I love you, but you hate me. I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, then you look like an idiot, yeah? So make sure you never look like an idiot, and do a better job for yourself. Because God never says that he hates you. I mean, God never says that he hates Michael Jordan. And God says, I love everything. Understand? And that's the whole thing, yeah? I just want to say, guys, if you want to crack a joke somewhere, then do it. And it makes you look smart, always. So make sure you understand. Make sure you understand that if you want to go and do something more, then go and really pick out a situation and teach it. I mean, pick out what you see and teach it. Alright, so what I see on Facebook right now, I understand many people never want to reply to me because why? I understand they have no words to give me. So I forgive them. And I just move on. And that's the whole point. So for another example over here, in terms of another situation, or as my biological dad sees me, he says, hey, I'm going. I say goodbye. I say goodbye. I say thank you. Whereas it's more enough for me. And why is that? Because he just said goodbye and that's it. Whereas it's more enough for me, yeah? So make sure you understand that every single day, just focus on understanding that you're always checking up on people and say, hey, do you need anything before I go? Whereas that way you understand that's what my biological does, just what my biological dad does with me. And I understand that now. But the thing is, every single day, focus on doing that with people. Hey, how's your day? Is everything good with you today? Check up with people, yeah? And that way you're doing better. I understand, guys, that when you understand straight away that I see Gary Vaynerchuk is saying that it's very difficult for him to be a successful entrepreneur. And you must understand, every single day, learn to understand that nothing is difficult. Is it difficult for Jesus Christ to live life and be an entrepreneur? Probably not. It's never difficult for anything. But if you say it's difficult, then you repeat. That's what you actually are then becoming. Then you're becoming more difficult with people as well. Understand? Because if you say something is difficult, then you're becoming the difficult person to be around. Understand? If you say everything's easy, then you're the easy kind of guy. You're the easy kind of going guy. Or woman. There's the easy man over there. It's very easy to talk to him because everything's easy for him. Or her. Understand? When you say fucking this person hates someone or something, then just make sure you understand that you're always labeling in a way that you're saying the truth. And then just enjoy yourself in a different way. I realize also what you can do is you can pick apart communicational skills of how people are talking to each other. And when you talk to each other, and when people are talking to each other, then, hey, say this person said this, but this person said this. But this is what I say for this situation. And then teach people what you believe about this situation. And what can she do better in this situation? How can she look better in this situation than Gary Vaynerchuk? Because that way you understand that no matter what, or any kind of situation, and then you're focusing on having a greater life. And now, do you sit down on the stage like a triangle position or something like that? Or you should never do it. Never sit on the stage ever. Never ever sit on the stage. Go and really pick apart what people are doing with their habits. Really. Make sure you understand that I see Gary Vaynerchuk sitting like a triangle on the actual stage, and he's sitting down. Never sit down while you're public speaking on the microphone. Understand? Never do it. Make sure you understand that what's amazing is do it in a way that you never have to sit down while you're public speaking. 10,000 people watching and you're sitting on a stage. How the fuck does that look like to you? How does it look like to you when 10,000 people are watching you and you're fucking sitting down on a stage? It looks fucking stupid, yeah? Make sure you understand that. Or what I do now is I pick apart everything I see. I pick apart exactly what I want out of life, and I pick it apart, and I make sure that no matter what, you understand straight away that no matter what, if people never call you back, and if people never send you a message to say, hey, we care for you, then guess what? Probably it looks very stupid then. If somebody never messages you to care about you, then guess what? Probably you're doing better than them. Then what you do is you just care about yourself. And that way you're doing better. I specifically see now, when I look at you, or when I look at somebody in life, or when I look at Jesus Christ, I'm looking to teach something about everything. I'm looking to teach something about what you're doing and what Jesus Christ is doing, so that everything can go and vibe much better. So if you have a nice and beautiful speaker that has a nice and beautiful LED light, that's a LED light that never hurts your eyes in front of you, then you can always leave it. But make sure you understand that what's important is understand that if you want a keynote seminar somewhere, then make sure you understand that if you want to make a seminar around town, then it's $1,000 per seminar, at least. And make sure you're giving all the money you can. And I'm always doing better than that. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, if you want to go and make a bigger seminar, you have to give more money. You understand? So every single day, focus on a greater life for yourself so you can do more. I see, guys, so what I'm doing also over here is I'm just looking to show you over here something. I'm looking to say that the Samsung phone over here is always coming out every 10 minutes, but that's excellent, and keep it going like that. But what you do is, that's just much more for security reasons. But what I'm doing now also is I'm looking to go into my spending tracker here. And spending tracker is where I do my finances and do my financial statements here. But now I'm understanding that every single day I'm at least doing 2 months in terms of 2 events per month. So 2 events per month times 12 times 72 is already the nice and beautiful amount until I reach 100 and more. I'm not saying no matter what, 1,000, I realize 1,728. I realize 1,728 times 1,000. I mean, that's already $1.7 million I give for all my events. I have to give $1.7 million in lifetime to reach all my events over here. So I'm understanding every single day. That's what I'm understanding. And I'm doing better than that. I'm doing better than that. So I give to have my events and more. I give more than that. So that's just a number where I give $1.7 million over the next 72 years to be able to have all my events. You understand? So every single time I'm focusing on understanding that you guys just be careful about life and making sure that no matter what, that you copy and paste your information so you're doing better. And that way I'm understanding I'm saving my nice and beautiful numbers to SXP function, which is saving experience points, because that's where I write all my notes about everything, so I do a greater job. So guys, just make sure that if you see someone who's, let's say, never making sense, just make sure that you understand that you have to make sense. I mean, so what you do is, this woman saying Magna, I have no idea what she's saying. I have no idea what she's saying, so I see it's Mag. I mean, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah, I have no fucking idea what I just said. But I just fucking said something. Because she's so mature that she says Magna. I mean, what the fuck is Magna? I see it's Mag. I mean, what the fuck is Mag? I fucking don't know what the fuck she's on about. I mean, so every single day, just learn how to do that for yourself. Where somebody fucking makes no sense for you, then fucking give them a fucking sense question in a way that you give them a no common sense question and answer. And that way you understand that you're just doing better. I see, guys, if something happens where the light is too much in your eyes because you're at a seminar or something and the light may be too much in your eyes, then make sure you cover your eyes with your hand. And also just be saying on the microphone, hey, dim the light a bit over here. Dim the light. It's fucking too bright in my eyes over here. And guess what? I see Gary Vaynerchuk, when someone's fucking pointing this fucking shiny light at his eyes. When someone's fucking pointing a shiny light on his eyes, and he's fucking looking at it like, he's peeking through his eyes like this. He's peeking through his eyes. He never wants to say a word to the guy. He never wants to say to the people to dim the light. He's fucking, he's just looking like this. What the fuck? He has no communicational skills to be able to say, dim the light for fuck's sake. He's on the stage with a microphone. He has no communicational skills to be able to say, dim the light over there. Hello, mate. It's the funniest thing, man. But there's your motivational speaker. But guess what? Do a better job anyway. But look, he's doing a great job. Understand? Why is he doing a great job? Because he's never, let's say, arrogant he's never arrogant in a way to cause violence in that situation, but he's just like, he's making obvious like that the light, the light has to be in a dimming position, but he never wants to say the words. But if you never say the words, then you never attract what you want. But then you never have what you want if you never speak the words. You can give me silent language all you want, man. You can give us any silent language, man. I mean, what are you saying, man? Speak up a bit. Talk a bit of language in life. That's the funniest thing, yeah? So that's what I'm talking about.